some of the biggest distractions and how you keep yourself away from it? Let's be real. Like the running back position is kind of disrespected. In a, how do you know how you get your mindset wrapped around that? At 5'10", for a running back. But I'm saying like shit. Say you get 6'1", you know, you get 6'2", you know, at running back. Like, are you willing to change positions or something like that?
So me and my dad always talked about this. We say,
oh, you thought this was a game, huh? Oh, you slept, you missed the range, huh? I don't switch sides.
Yo, what it do? It's your boy Brock, and this is the Brockcast. I'm joined with my co-host with the most, Mr. Patty Pat.
Yo, what's good?
Hey, we're talking about being successful for our aspiring athletes and our current pro athletes. Hosted by yours truly, Mr. Mike Brockers, first-round pick, 11-year vet. We're talking about the real stories, real strategies, and real struggles on and off the field. Today's sponsors are Brock Brand Clothing. Be ready, opportunity comes knocking. And Ready Sports Drink. You want something great while you hydrate? Try Ready Sports Drink.
This show is about more than just stats and contracts. It's about the full journey and business moves that you need to make to help build your legacy when the lights go out.
Yes, sir.
And today we got a special guest. And we always say that, but I'm introducing my boy today.
Yes, sir.
Because this is a kid that I know and I've grown to know over the past, about 5 months now. Mm-hmm. He's a freshman, class of 2028. Mm-hmm. He's an All-American in my eyes.
Come on now.
This past season, he had 1,034 all-purpose yards. 934 of those were rushing, and he had 10 touchdowns as a freshman. He's one of the best freshman running backs in the class of 2028. His name is Micah Rhodes.
Mr. Micah Rhodes, appreciate you joining the show, man. You the first high school cat we done had on the podcast.
MJ was.
MJ, show. I thought he was in college already.
But he was going into college. So.
No, so this is really the first high school, really legit.
First true high school
we had on the show, bro. So we appreciate you. Definitely.
I appreciate you for letting me come out here.
Yes, sir.
Chop it up with you.
So I watched a couple of, I was watching a couple of clips of you today, just, your running style, how they talked about you being number one in, the 2028 class. So I definitely want to get into, obviously we'll get into NIL later in the show, but like how did Micah become in love with the game of football?
Well, it started when I was a baby.
Okay.
I mean, my dad was throwing me footballs. From one, I was catching over my shoulder. So
what?
Yeah,
okay.
and I had my uncle Shane. He went to Boise State. So when I was a baby, I used to watch him play football all the time, and that's really the reason why I started playing ball. Mm-hmm. And then I just had love from the game when I started. It's just always been that way.
You played at a youth. You played it as a youth. So you played youth ball and all that.
Yeah, I started playing football. I think when I was 4.
Okay.
What was your first position playing?
Receiver. I was supposed to be a receiver.
That was flag, right?
Yep.
In tackle football, you stayed at receiver?
I was running back.
Oh, okay. So you
I had to be running back.
Yeah,
right?
I play all three. I play running back, quarterback, and receiver.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you like most?
Running back, of course.
Running back, of course. When you look at running back, especially for me, my knowledge of the game is just playing a game. Like, do you look at it like the running back position has changed? Like, you're not getting a bunch of carries. You might be getting them now, but you definitely have to get used to, not getting as many carries. And be honest with you, bro, really like being disrespected, bro. Like, let's be real. Like, the running back position is kind of disrespected in the NFL. Like, how do you, how you get your mindset wrapped around that?
At the end of the day, it is what it is. You got to do your job. So when they give the ball, just make the most out of it. Mm-hmm. So, I'm not really tripping. You give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Right.
I'm not really tripping about how many carries I get.
Yeah.
But the thing about him is he can catch the ball too, Mike. Yeah. So it's not like he's stuck in the backfield.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like how running backs used to be back in the day. It was a lot of running backs. They could run the football, but you weren't really a pass catching back. When it's time to pass the ball, he can stay on the field. So that's kind of how you have all the running backs nowadays going into the league. Because look, coach, if I'm not playing running back, we put somebody else in. I move the slot, or I can play on X, Y, and Z. So that make you more valuable to your team.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think that's the reason why I'm not really tripping, because I can do everything. I can block. I can run. I'm a 3-way back. So I stay on the field all the time. So I'm going to get the ball. I'm not too much worried about that. It's mostly the running backs who can't do that, who don't really be getting the ball like that. So I'm not really tripping off.
I heard you talking about your height, because how tall are you right now?
5'10".
5'10". You freshman in high school.
Yep.
you're gonna catch a growth spurt.
Hopefully.
You know, you would hope. You would hope.
Even at 5'10",
at 5'10", for a running back. But I'm saying, like, shit, say you get 6'1", you know, you get 6'2", you know, at running back, like, that's gonna be crazy. Are you willing to change positions or something like that?
So me and my dad always talked about this. We say if I hit a growth spurt and I grow that tall, we're gonna play receiver because I can play both. Like it's not that hard for me to switch over to one. And if they need me to go back to running back, I can do that as well. So I think that's what makes me different out of most backs. So hopefully, I mean, if I do hit that growth spurt, it'll be good for me.
Nah, facts. I mean, I hit mine. I was already 6'3", 6'2".
He was one of the tallest people in school. Like, we only had like 4 or 5. Our school was the majority Hispanic, so everybody was really short. So it was you, Anthony Jones, and then like Brandon, and probably like we had 5 or 6 tall people that you could see all the way down the hallway.
Yeah, we went to a school full of Mexicans, so you know it was like you could see us. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else was short.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, because I watched an interview of you earlier. You talked about, you know, how you started and things like that. And, you know, your mom said, you know, this is prophecy. And it's crazy because my mom said the same thing. She was like, man, I went, you know, took you to church. They prophesied you'd be an athlete. And all of us, I did it, you know. What do you say to, like, the people that kind of believe in prophecy and, like, it's supposed to happen versus, like, the hard work that needs to be put in to make it happen?
Yeah, at the end of the day, nothing's going to be given to you.
Right.
And, you know, my mom and my dad, they made sure I knew that growing up. So, I mean, prophecy, she knew that I was going to be working hard, like, especially from seeing me as a little kid, and I always wanted to do it. Like, that's all I wanted to do was play football. Right. So, I mean, just she knew that you had to put in the work, and to other people out there, it's just not going to be given to you. Like, you have to work for that. So
facts. Like, how do you keep yourself, you know, motivated? How do you continue to keep yourself motivated? You know, keep training, things like that. You know, even when guys are going out, you know, doing, you know, what they want to do instead of, you know, focus on the task at hand.
Yeah, just remembering my why. Like, my why is my family. You know, my papa recently just passed, so he kind of, it pushes me way more. Thank you. But it pushes me way more to just remember that, like, I have a dream that I promised to him, and I'm going to fulfill it. I'm going to make sure I do it.
Absolutely. Talk to us about, you know, Micah outside. Give us the fans, you know, our audience. Talk to us about, you know, some of the hobbies you enjoy outside of football.
Yeah, to be honest, I really don't do a lot. Like, I don't go out. You know, I don't really like going out. If I do, it's going to be with my family.
Facts.
And so, I mean, I just be at the house chilling, playing the game. And if I'm not doing that, I be training. So,
do you play any other sports? Do you do anything else?
Track. I'll be doing track next year. I mean, I did for sure. Yeah, I didn't do it this year because I worked on my speed with my dad. He has a machine called the GX Boy, helps with your speed. So I just took the off season to work with him on my speed. But next year I'll definitely be doing track.
For sure.
Speed training is important as a running back, especially in high school. You know, because it's very few far in between when you got those kids who actually have that top-notch speed, and then when you a running back, a raw receiver, and then like you say, you might hit that growth spurt, you get to 6'1", 6'2", and you got that speed already. Yeah, that's gonna take you a long way.
Most
definitely. You can already catch the ball, bro. Trust me. Listen, y'all. I didn't watch this kid run routes.
Yeah,
I didn't watch him catch the ball at the backfield. He got it. Like, trust and believe, he got it.
Yeah. Talk to me about, like, the balance it takes to, you know, for a high schooler of your caliber. You know, I don't know how many followers you got on Instagram, but I know you socially people know you. You the man. How do you balance being the man and also being humble and knowing where you come from and, you know, how your parents raised you? How you balance that?
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, just remember where you come from. Don't ever forget that. Yeah. You know, I always remember to stay humble. It was a big thing with me growing up. My parents, they always told me you can be humble. You got to be humble outside if you're gonna be scoring 5 touchdowns a game.
Facts.
But inside you can be as cocky as you want. But when you go outside these doors, you got to be humble, and that's just what I live by right now. So
you got to be able to be even keel for sure. You know, I was telling my wife, she was like, you know, men aren't emotional. I was like, it's not good to be super high emotional, you know, when everything's going good, super high emotion when everything's going bad. You got to live your life at even keel because, you know, from sports and we play, like, you can practice all week and go out there and get busted. You know what I'm saying? You're like, bruh, what did we practice over? What were we doing all week? Coach, you didn't see this shit coming, you know, like, Like, so for us, like I understand, like you definitely have to be like even keel, you know, throughout like your life. You know, that's where I think that humbleness comes from, where you got to be able to, you know, roll with the punches, you know, good or bad, you know. You know, we got a question right here, which I think is a little juicy one. Pause. I don't know if that's a pause moment, but so all-star at Klein Oak right now. Obviously you the man. What do you say to the people who say that the Klein Oak that conference or division is kind of weak? So it looks like you got highlights on a weak division. What do you say to the people that said something about that?
What about our division is weak?
Yeah.
I'm very
Talk
confused.
about it.
Yeah, I'm very confused about that. You know, Matthew just came out about 3 years ago, and then before that was Jaden. So I mean, I don't know what's weak about it, but at the end of the day, I have enough confidence in myself to know that I could go anywhere and have the season that I had last year.
Absolutely.
And I'm humble enough to not really speak about it. So I mean, it ain't really nothing. It's just people talking.
I was gonna ask you. So, did y'all play Port Neches?
Yeah.
So that's a team that you see they play for state. Was it last year or year before? Yeah. Well, I mean, they make a deep run every year. You got Cypress Falls, Magnolia High School, Klein Cain, Klein Forest, Klein Collins, Tomball, Magnolia West, Klein, and then who the hell is TMHS?
TMHS.
Tomball Memorial. Yeah. Okay.
Tomball Memorial. Dang. So you know that.
So look. I'm gonna tell you. So
talk to us.
That's this schedule, right? That's this schedule. Yeah. So the Port Neches game, that's gonna be a tough one, right?
Yeah.
So obviously, Cypress Falls. I think they used to always have a good football team.
They did.
Man, speaking of Cypress Falls, real quick. You spoke on the last pod with Dining with the Stars. He talked about you talked briefly on that softballs game last year being like yo come out game where you was just like, bruh, like it was this a game I was locked in.
Yeah.
Could you kind of briefly talk about it? Because you had 241, I think 241 on 31 carries and 1 TD. So you went crazy that game. Could you kind of talk about the mindset of that game personally?
Yeah. It was just when, like, you see from the first game after I got that one run, and it was like, I think it was a 50-yard run. My first game, that's when I really got my confidence. And then when Coach told me I'm gonna be starting next week, I was like, okay, bet. I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna show them what I'm really about, and that's what I did.
So you wasn't starting at the beginning of the season?
No.
Damn,
first game I was not starting, and then they gave me the ball on that one play, and I scored. And then all week in practice, I showed them that, you know, I can start. They started me, and then I went crazy.
That's crazy in itself. As a freshman coming in 8th grade, you come in 9th grade. Like, when did they tell you was playing varsity? Like, how did you know that? Like,
I mean, maybe because I remember I did a couple practices with the freshmen. I never really had a real practice with them. But I mean, when those were done,
saw it, bro. Just be
when those were done, bro. I mean, I think I most definitely know that he was like, yeah, you gonna be on varsity. But he just needed to see what I could do, and he put me up there,
bro. I just imagine like being a coach and like you trying not to see like the freshman in the corner cooking everybody. You're like, damn, bro, like.
Yeah. But the coach, I feel like coaches be like, hey, bro, hey, coach, he can go.
Yeah.
And then they see, because the freshmen play against the JV, obviously. And you cooking the JV team, so they're like, bro, let's try them on varsity.
I didn't even get a chance to go against the JV team.
Oh, so you went straight
No, as soon as school started, I was moved up to varsity.
That's crazy. So let's talk about middle school. I just briefly, like, what you do in middle school? What middle school you go to?
I went to Ophius.
Did you play football there?
Oh, yeah.
See the thing about middle school football, I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
Middle school football is ass.
Yeah.
Bro, and this another reason why a lot of kids like to stay in youth football for so long until damn near 9th grade, because when they play middle school football, they be like, I'm coach, I want to come back.
Why is that though? Why is that?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. The practices are ass.
Right.
Coaches really, you the PE teacher, you just coaching the middle school football team.
I hear you.
You just got whoever out there.
Yeah.
Like Little League football is way more structured than the middle school football team, bro.
Do you think the middle school game? Yeah.
Is middle school football gonna change with NIL?
When NIL being in Texas now at the high school level?
I think middle school football is still gonna be ass.
Right.
It's still gonna be ass. Like regardless, bro. I'm just being honest, bro. I done been to a lot of middle school football games, and I'm like, I would rather watch youth football.
I hear you.
It's more exciting. It's more structured. You see the kids care about it more. Like the middle school coach, if he got one runner, that's it.
That's all. That's all he gonna do is run that one play.
That's kind of what we did.
What in youth football, you kind of looking for other. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would listen. Me being a youth football coach, I would rather you keep your kids in youth football damn near until 9th grade, bro.
Okay.
Middle school football is. I feel like it's a waste of time.
Right. Everybody, you got your own opinion.
No, hey, listen, bro.
Because my thing is like, are they recruiting at middle school games? Like, do recruits go?
I got my first offer in 8th grade after my 8th grade year.
Oh, like as in colleges, are they? Yeah, I would say that.
Like 8th graders are getting their offers. I just seen an 8th grader got his offer. Like so
recruiters are going to 8th grade middle school games.
Yeah, I mean, no, they're not at their at your games, but if they see your potential, they gonna offer you.
Bro, they get offers off of social media. Like just watching highlights, but you can go crazy in middle school because it's ass.
I mean, I'm with you. I'm sorry we went on that little tangent because I'm like, damn, I didn't play middle school football, but
I didn't either.
I played youth football, so that's why I was like,
bro. See, when I played, it was you could be older, but like you could be 15 years old still playing youth football. So that's 9th grade. No, listen, because we went by weight. So you could be 14. You have to turn 15 during the season. You couldn't turn 15 before.
Yeah. Okay.
So as long as you turn 15 during the season, you have to weigh a certain amount. So you could still be 15 playing youth football. And we like in my 9th grade when I went to Sterling, bro, we was still playing youth football.
Yeah.
Like
that's
my
crazy,
9th grade year
bro.
at Sterling, bro, I played a little bit of JV, but then I got moved up to varsity. It was like I never really got to play JV football, but youth football was the shit, bro.
Well, you talking to a prospect from JV, man. So I went from playing varsity my freshman year at one school, transferring, having to sit out, and so I went the JV route and went back
crazy.
and went crazy.
Imagine him being that tight end quarterback.
But I think that's where I got my. Yeah, bro. We had another guy that was probably 6'3", 6'4", and was super fast. So it was just me and him. We just dominated our whole division. So it was crazy. Talk to us about let's get back on track and talking about like the football and what it takes to be a high school athlete nowadays. Talk to us about like the biggest distraction for athletes these days. Like what's some of the biggest distractions and how you keep yourself away from it that you see?
Smoking. Trying to go out all the time. Like, I mean, girls are a distraction too, but that's if you make them. But like, if you make them your first priority, then they're gonna be a distraction. But you can choose to not make them a distraction. But
for sure, smoking. That's a big one.
Smoking's a huge one.
I know smoking's a big one.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, friends, bad friends.
Yeah.
Not hanging around the right people.
Right.
Other than that, I mean.
What about social media beef?
I don't really see a lot of.
Okay, you say you don't really.
Yeah, I don't really see a lot of social media beef like that anymore. Like, people don't be posting social media beef like that. But I mean, it happens.
What about like before a game?
Before a game,
do people kind of? Like team,
I mean, bar stools. Yeah, most definitely they do that. Like, they do that, but it is what it is. They gonna do that. They're gonna try and get you off your game.
Facts.
That's what they do.
What are you most, I guess, like, because you're going in your sophomore year, like, what are you expecting, out of college? And I mean, not that you're looking ahead, but, like, what are you expecting out of college?
Out of colleges?
What are you looking for out of college?
I don't even, to be honest, I don't know.
I'm with you.
I had this thought before, and I'm like, well, what is going to make my decision final? Like, what am I looking for in the college?
Determining factor.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna ask you what do kids hold true nowadays? Is it the money or is it the tradition? Because when I was coming up, it was a tradition. Like I wanted to go to LSU because it was fire.
I think it's the money. Most definitely, it's the money because I see a lot of kids committing now because they can get paid now.
Right.
So I mean, it's most likely the money.
Most
but
likely
is that something that's gonna ultimately have Micah Rhodes commit to a college? Like,
with me, it's not just about the money. It plays a factor, but
it's nice to get paid.
Yeah.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I still want to go somewhere where it's gonna work for me.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
And see, that's what I was telling him. Like, I think the money issue fucks up a lot of kids because you can end up in a fucked up situation, and then now you in the portal.
Right.
Now you trying to tell this team, oh, I want this. Well, they didn't give you that, so why did you go there? You know, we not gonna give you that. So you end up in a messed up situation, man. So, like he said, bro, just the money is cool, but at the end of the day, you got to find the right situation for you.
Do you think that plays into like the new portal wave? Like like now you got guys who leave one school after another. They went through 4 years of college, and now they got four different programs.
You can do that in high school now.
Yeah,
in Texas, you can transfer to another school in the same district and not have to sit out.
See, that keeps guys like what do you think about that? Like when it comes to guys transferring high school after high school because he don't get his way or he don't get the ball enough or whatever. Like from a high school to playing, what's your mindset on that?
9 times out of 10, those are the guys who either don't work, they're not. They think stuff can just be given to them, and that's not how life works, or that's not how football works. But I mean, you hopping from school to school. That is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
You gonna get whatever you get out of it. Me personally, I'm the type to just stick it out of the school.
Facts.
Work hard and earn my spot, other than just be given to me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I think that's a good test, a good statement, because a lot of guys, I feel like they leave schools, like you say, because you sitting behind a senior or something, you just can't wait.
No,
and be patient.
Go.
Now it's different if it's like if you have a problem with a coach. Now it's like you gotta go. Like,
right.
Something like that. But if it's like you not starting and the only reason is because somebody's in front of you who's better, work harder.
Right.
That's simple.
Come on now. Come on.
Video that went viral,
man. Boy, you up worried about old school. Yeah, you got some good parents, bro.
But remember, Mike, our video that went viral with Malik. Prime example. Same thing with him. Is he kept you? Do you watch? You ever watch Last Chance U?
Yeah.
So the quarterback.
I haven't watched the whole thing, but I watched.
But you remember the quarterback, right? From the first, I think, was it the first season? But the quarterback that kept going from school to school and he ended up there. That video went viral on our Instagram because so many people, we hear all these stories of people going from school to school to school, and that was one of the first. He was the godfather of transfer portal before it was a transfer portal.
Right, because he was always in that motherfucker.
He went to high school every year. I think every year of his every year of high school, he was at a different school.
Yeah.
And you see how that turned out in the long run, man. You can't stay in place at all. Yeah. Who are some running backs? Just switching gears. Who are some running backs that you looked up to?
Barry Sanders for sure.
Okay.
Reggie
Barry
Bush.
Sanders. How you look up to Barry Sanders? You wasn't even around to see Barry Sanders.
I was watching Barry Sanders at 7. Reggie Bush though.
Okay.
Reggie Bush.
Would you say it again?
Reggie Bush.
Say it again.
Reggie Bush.
Come on, bro.
That's why he loved Reggie Bush.
That was my nickname, Lil Bush.
Yeah. So you watched all the highlights and things like that.
Documentary,
and tried to emulate it.
Yeah, that's what my mom always say that she thinks I run like Reggie Bush. I mean,
tell him what jersey number you wear.
5.
Okay, he wore 5. I see him wearing 5. Reggie Bush.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you got any new school players? Any new school players that you like?
Saquon and Genty.
Okay, Saquon and Genty.
Okay, I'm gonna throw one. You know who you remind me of, and this is something when I first watch you, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh yeah. My papa put me on with him.
Jahmyr Gibbs is a running back that I could say that is watching him, the way he plays, the way he runs, how smooth he is, how he catch the ball at the backfield. That is my comparison to you more than obviously Reggie Bush is good, but I would say more Jahmyr Gibbs than anything.
Yeah, I like the Jahmyr Gibbs because, like you said, he's so versatile. He, people, you put him as like, oh, that's a third down back, but then you put him on first down and run, wide zone plays or whatever, and he getting around the edge. So it's like that's now the new age every down back because you have to be able to catch. You have to be able to get out and get in the slot.
I was gonna say, but speaking of Reggie, do you think he was before his time though?
Who, Reggie Bush?
Yeah.
I don't think Reggie Bush was before his time.
Yeah.
I think he changed. I think he changed the game. I think he changed how people looked at the running back position. You know what I mean? Because every running back before that, you see how they would build. You know, everybody built like that. LaDainian Thompson, even though he was a smaller back, he was fast, he was still built, big shoulders, got to run through the middle linebacker. Everybody had that thought process. I feel like when Reggie came in, it was like watching like almost a slot wide receiver run the ball. You know what I'm saying? You were like, man, what the fuck? But he's sliding down the field. You can't catch him. And then he reverse field on you. You like, bruh, what is this? This ain't no regular running back, bruh. Let's talk about, like I think we touched on like the balance. I wanted to say how important is it to your life that you think like you had your parents, you had your dad, how important to you, how important was that to you in your life?
It's a blessing because I know a lot of kids my age and that don't really have a dad like that, and I was blessed with a good one. Like,
come on now,
he does everything for me, and I really appreciate him for that. He been there from the beginning.
Right.
Like, he's never missed nothing. So I really appreciate my dad for being there always.
Showing up when he needs to, when he's supposed to. I love that. Yeah. Because present dads matter, man. Present dads matter.
Listen, this is another thing. He don't take it light on them either. So he be hard on them, even if it like we 707. Even if it's not his fault. Micah, you need to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but it is what it is.
You gotta appreciate it.
He's like, no, I don't give a damn. You should have did this on this play. You wouldn't have been in that situation. So, and I like seeing shit like that.
I didn't have a dad, unfortunately, but I had a stern mom that kept me on my toes. So, and I was just talking to her the other day, and I was like, man, I appreciate you more now that I'm an adult and I understand like what you went through, because as a kid, sometimes we don't be understanding like, dang, why you so strict? Why I can't do this? Why I can't do that? And then you don't really you don't really realize the big picture. And then when you get older and you have kids, you start realizing like, oh, that's the reason my parents didn't let me do this or that. That's the reason why I couldn't go over so-and-so house, and like you start realizing, oh, okay. It was a method to the madness. So, man, I just want to tell you, man, just stick in there, bro. You've been doing a hell of a job. Dad's been doing a hell of a job. So, now let's get into a little bit of the show. I see we talked about your training session. Do you train? You train?
Yeah, I just started in May.
Okay, so, talk to me about that, man. The entrepreneurship coming out of you. Let's talk about that.
I've been training a few kids, but I had to start summer school so that I can enroll in college early.
Okay.
And I've been focusing on my driving school too, so I can be at a job.
Okay,
so
come on now.
I haven't really got a chance to really work with my kids, but
my kids already. I feel like you a kid talking about my kids.
Coach. Yeah, I just want to see them do good. I want to see them be better. So most definitely, but I'm definitely gonna be training kids more. I know I have a camp tomorrow to do, so
okay.
I'll be training a few kids, and then on Friday I have a training session with the kids. So
okay,
how old are the kids you're training?
Around my age, like a year younger than me. Some of them,
okay,
yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. I mean, what got you into that?
Seeing my uncle do it, and just being like, I feel like I can teach well, and some of these trainers out here, they have high prices, so I just want to be one of them that you can just come in and get in some work.
Yeah. I like that, man. I like that. You're not trying to take advantage of all these kids, man.
I just want to
because hey, bro, you go on social media, bro. Everybody got something to say about training. I'll be like, what?
Everybody a training guru, and then this is another thing, bro. So look,
about to go on the rant,
bro. These training gurus got my kids fucked up, bro.
Oh, bro, talk about it.
I'm teaching my kids and my the running backs. So I've been trying to coach the running backs and receivers right now in practice. I'm coaching 9-year-old, 9 and 10.
Okay.
Everybody out there want to do a million juke moves before they get off the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, where y'all getting this Instagram? I'm like, bro, what? Instagram, bro. If y'all don't cut that out, man.
Right.
And it's fucking up the youth, bro. Like Justin Jefferson went on the rant and said the same thing. We don't run no post comeback corner. Like we not doing that in the league. You are getting to your spot. Yeah. Like all that extra stuff, like, a little wiggle here and there is cool. But bro, like they doing all these feet dancing and doing all, bro. Before you get off the line of scrimmage, and you looking at you wonder why your quarterback jersey dirty. He waiting on you to get off the line of scrimmage.
Right.
Like
what do you guys say to it, man? Like as far as having the moves ready, like you teaching somebody how to run the ball. Like how would you go about it?
I mean, just doing it at the right time. I mean, I'm in it right now. Like I'm literally playing, so like I get to show the kids kind of what goes on during the play and how to maneuver. So I think that's what makes me different.
Yeah.
That I'm literally playing right now.
That's crazy. Like, how do you balance all that? How do you balance, going to school, trying to get into college, your high school, superstar, social media? Like, how does an athlete of your nature balance that?
Like I said, my team makes it very easy for me. So, I mean, I have a team, my dad, my trainer, my cameraman, like they help me out with my social media. So
shout out your trainer, bro.
Yeah, Coach JB, most definitely.
Coach JB, come on,
Coach JB. So most definitely. But my team is really why I can really focus on football. Like, but I post stuff here and there, but they take care of everything for the most part, and it just let me keep my head on straight and playing ball.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. You need a good team behind you as far as like just making sure everything else is taken care of.
So question. So with like your newfound popularity, like obviously during the season, people start realizing like, hey, Micah getting all this attention. Like, did people start treating you differently at school?
Yeah, I mean not. I mean a little bit. Yeah.
You notice it though.
Yeah, I notice it. Yeah, I notice. I don't really say nothing.
What's up, Micah? Bro, I don't know. Like.
Yeah, I noticed it, but I mean, I'm a nice guy, so I'm not gonna like really brush you off.
Yeah,
I'm gonna dab you up if I see you trying to dab me up. But I definitely noticed it. Like a kid walked up to me while I was walking in the hallway and asked for a picture. I'm like, bro, you go to my school.
Right.
But I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
you try to get that early access, man, before he gets started. You
so you go around and be telling people, I went to school with Micah Rhodes.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's gonna for a lifetime. People gonna be talking about that, bro. How you touched on humility. Like, is that a big part of like why you are the way you are? It's like being humble, staying.
Like I said earlier, it was a big part in my house, in my household. Like my dad and my mom made sure that I was humble all the time. So
it wasn't no disrespecting coaches and
no, not at all. So
okay.
I definitely try my best to be humble all the time. I mean, on the field, I'm gonna say what needs to be said.
For sure.
That's just ball. Like, it's football. We do that.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
you get turned up for the game. What's your playlist? I mean, I know y'all don't listen to the music, but like, if you were able to listen to a playlist, who would be on it?
YB.
Okay.
Chucky.
Young boy.
Chucky. Okay.
I have a straight raw playlist for games.
A straight raw playlist. You want the crop for the game?
Bro, not even that.
Here
you go.
He want the crop.
Nah, it is, bro.
Bro, no, it's not.
He want the crop.
No, he not, bro. His songs that I have in there, it's not really.
It's not the crime ones.
Yeah, nah.
He don't have not one. He got probably. No. Juice, stop it.
No, bro.
No. I'm not.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. He not gonna say me speaking real.
I'm not down in there. I'm just saying.
I ain't down to me. I'm just.
Even he thinks he's not sad, bro.
He has a sad tone to him, bro.
Even your dad said it, bro.
But like, he not sad though. Yeah, word. Like,
nah, I'm just saying, bro. If you want to go out there crying and you just, you know what I'm saying, that gets you enraged, then that's what you do.
What else you got on the playlist, bro?
I can't even think of the names right now. I got so many artists on my playlist, on my game day playlist, but.
What underground artist that's hot right now?
You said you got R&B.
I do. I got R&B playlist.
R&B. I got R&B
playlist. Yeah. I don't even listen to rap like that. I'm trying to tell you.
For real? What you listen to, bro? Put us on game. R&B.
Yeah.
Like who?
So many people. Beyonce. Marco.
He started off with Beyonce.
It's a lot of people, bro.
Now, be honest though. Like now that you can't, bro.
I don't be listening to rap like that. I can't. Like, it's just.
Man, you don't listen to the female rappers? Lotto?
You don't listen? Nah,
Glorilla?
No.
What?
No, stop it. Nah, stop it, bro. Glorilla.
I'm sorry,
Glorilla got some turn songs, though. I can say Glorilla. He said Lotto.
I don't listen to it.
But Glorilla got. I'm gonna see you some, bro. She got some turn songs that you probably.
Come on, man.
I listen to a few songs when I work out. No.
No, not that one.
Not that one?
Nah, not that one.
Brokey.
Yeah.
Nah. Hey, I just.
That's it right there. Yo.
Nah, okay. you know, you talked about the humility. Could you share like a significant story that that happened in football that kind of changed your life?
That happened in football. I mean, moving in with my dad.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was at Campbell before,
okay.
and I was kind of like, bro, this was when I didn't have no confidence. I had broke my toe, so I couldn't play ball for like. How
you break your toe?
Bro. Going to get donuts.
I
split my toe in between the door. I was on the game. I told my sister go downstairs get the donuts. She never did, so I had to run down there and I broke my toe while doing it.
Bruh.
Yep. Unathletic, but it is what it is.
Okay.
But yeah, I had lost all my confidence after that.
And
then when I moved in with my dad, I started training with JB.
Okay.
And then he brought my confidence back up, and I had a crazy 7th grade year, maybe 8th grade year. Then,
man, how you get that work ethic? Like, where does that work ethic come from, bro? Because it's hard to work when nobody else is watching,
bro.
Like
I just want to be great, so I'm always willing to work.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what, even if I don't want to do it, I'm still gonna do it. Like it is what it is. I'm trying to be great, and that's what it takes.
What's the biggest lesson football done taught you so far?
Discipline. You got to be disciplined to play football. Gots to be.
Yeah.
I think people take that for granted, bro.
What, the discipline?
In football, because
it could be little. It could be little disciplines. Yeah. What you were saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
It happened. We see it all the time. When you be like, how the hell? It seems like we talk about this all the time. Be like, how the hell did that team beat discipline, bro? You can play disciplined football versus a team that's undisciplined and run up and down the field on them. So,
I mean, I think that's where mentally it is. It's locking in to that discipline, but you can have discipline on any level. You can have discipline showing up to the facility. You can have discipline executing your job. You know what I'm saying? So all around, I feel you when you say discipline. Also, I would say like it teaches you life skills. It teaches you how to work with others because football is an ultimate team sport, bro. Because you can be the coldest running back, but if your offensive line ain't blocking a soul,
you done.
It's you ain't doing shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So for you, it's like, how important is the continuity with the team and your O-line and things like that? Are you like a team guy where you like taking the O-line out to eat, or you chopping it up with everybody?
I'm gonna tell you straight up.
No, talk to me.
All my O-linemen love me.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had a car, we going out to eat. When I get it, I'm definitely gonna do something for my guys.
That's your love. That's your love. The offensive linemen love that, cause bro, they don't get no love for real, bro.
I'm not one of them.
So for the running back to show and the quarterback show some love to them, I think they appreciate that.
I'm not one of them backs who gonna scream at you or nothing. I'm gonna tell you straight, bro. You didn't get that block. Get it next time, and I'm gonna score.
Facts.
I'm gonna let you know, like if you get that block, trust me, I'm gonna score.
Yeah.
I'm not that type to put you down.
Like, I hear you. Just stay accountable.
Yeah.
You want to holding people accountable. You can always appreciate that.
Pre-game routine.
Yeah. Get into it.
Wake up, go to school, eat, take a nap before the game, and I'm good.
You got to take a nap.
Got to take a nap. On the bus, I'm sleep.
That pregame nap, he different.
Bro, on the bus, I'm sleep.
How are you eating? Are you one of them the skilled players that eat candy before the game?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
DK Metcalf.
Nah. Do you eat before the game?
Yeah. We have our little pregame meal, but then after that, I'll be done.
Bro, I'd be so nervous.
I don't really eat a lot before that. I mean, with the pregame, I don't eat a lot. So
I'm with you. I don't like to be heavy out there, bro. All that, bro. I be seeing offensive linemen, bro.
They
2 steaks, mashed potatoes, greens.
Hey, that's what they need to play good, bro.
But you gotta think about how much energy they exert out there blocking every.
And they don't never come off the field, bro. That be the amazing thing about offensive linemen. They don't ever come off the field
unless they hurt.
Unless they hurt, they coming off the field.
And that's like you see their jersey be drenched.
Yeah.
They drenched. You got to get them water first. Get them water first, bro. And then when they get to the bench, if it's a long drive, they don't sit on the bench. They throw themselves down.
Yeah,
bro. And then you got to, like, especially for me, touching them, and then they slippery,
I know that bad,
Like the jersey.
They greasy. Maybe they greasy.
Sweaty.
They greasy.
D-lineman too. Stop it, bro.
No, bro. I was swagged up, bro. I would never. I had my little towel on the side. I could dry my hands off on the towel with my J's.
That's just the hands, though.
Well, I couldn't do nothing about my jersey. I couldn't do nothing about my jersey, bro. talk about. We talked about the running back talk a little bit, but which college or pro running backs are you studying right now?
Well, I haven't even found one in college to study.
I hear you.
Because Genty left, and that was the one I was studying.
Mm-hmm.
But Saquon.
What made you like him? Let's talk about Genty, man.
People say I run like him, and his he has a lot of things that I think I have in my game. Mm-hmm. So I just love watching him. Mm-hmm. And I met him. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I met him. Is running back? This is a question for both of y'all, bro. Is running back more about vision? Or is it about like setting up like your blocks and shit like that? Like
both? For sure, both.
Okay.
Your vision gonna take care of the setting up the blocks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, facts.
Because what does it come like? I never played running back, so like, what does ball carrying vision look like? What is it? Because we run this zone play. I know I'm supposed to go left, or right. What?
It's
intuition, bro. You can do whatever you want to do. You can read everything before the play, but like. Or before the game, watch film, all that. But when the play start, stuff gonna change.
Facts.
You gotta be able to change your direction on the dime like that. So
especially like being behind the line of scrimmage, right? Mm-hmm. Because it's a lot of times. I don't know if you ever do this, but it's a lot of times you take that quick peek.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. As you say, we run the zone. We running the zone right.
Yeah.
You kind of know all the flow is going right, and I'll take that quick peek just to see if I can make that cutback. And if I don't see
I'm gone.
Like, it's just, I don't know how to explain it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to be a running
back. You just
got to be a running back.
Like, for me, like, thinking about the X's and O's about it, like, knowing the combination and blocks and all this. So you run that zone to the right. Like, what is the DN set the edge real quick? You know what I mean? And then you got the backside DN closing. Like,
it's like I say, intuition again.
Yeah.
And then you got to have, like, a lot of, like, you thinking, like, fast. Everything is going fast because
you running for your life. That's what I pretty much.
You running for everybody.
Running for your life,
bro. Playing a running back. But this is another thing that probably I don't know if y'all doing that, but what I would try and do is look through my line of scrimmage, right?
Yeah.
I try and look through them so I can see because I know this is my linemen are already right here in front of me, so I don't have to worry about this. I want to look through them to see where once I get past them, who I got to worry about.
Yeah,
and
that's
a lot
what
of times, most of the times, if you get through a hole quick, offensive line, this for your offensive lineman out there, please block that backside linebacker.
Please.
I hate seeing a hole and I'm like, I'm finna go to the crib. And then some roach ass dude tackle me, and I get up and look, and I'm like, where the fuck he come from?
Right.
And we get back and watch film, it's the backside linebacker.
Yeah, always get you.
Always, bro.
You gotta have that stiff form ready.
But I'm saying, I got tunnel vision. I'm finna go score.
That's
and then
how it be.
Oh,
That's how I swear nobody be in front of you. Straight green grass.
Bro. So offensive lineman, please. I don't give a damn what y'all got going on. If the play going to the right, I understand. If you're on the left side, you really don't have to block like that.
Right.
Don't get that backside linebacker.
Please put the extra effort in.
It's coming from the running backs, bro. Yeah. Please, and then give us a free lane. And it helps out with the cutback too.
Yeah, it does.
Talk about it. How do you see like the ball carrying and the vision? Like
you said, I look past my linemen. I'm gonna feel what's going on right there. Okay. So I definitely be looking at. I look at the linebackers and then I go to safeties because I know if I got one linebacker, I'm gonna get him. Like I'm gonna beat him. And if it's a safety, you don't gotta worry about him.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting on that hold up.
Don't know how to tackle either, huh?
Some in high school, you got some. Yeah,
you got some, but like most of them don't want to.
Yeah,
so
that's crazy that we talked about this.
They don't want to. Them linebackers the only one that's gonna want to smack you, and all you gotta do is either juke them or break that tackle.
What about getting hit by D lineman? You ain't talking about D line at all, bro.
I got hit by
some type way.
Coach Jackson, I don't really begin. I get hit by him, but like I don't be feeling it like that.
Yeah.
No, but I got hit in the end zone. Like I was running to the end zone, and he like grabbed me and just dug me into the dirt, and I sat there for a few seconds like, hold on, bro. Like, hey, that was a hit, for real.
The mark of a great running back is you make that first man miss all the time.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have to, we not worried about it.
Yeah, we're not worried about that.
Because they're probably going to be the first person back there.
That's fucked up.
Think about this, Mike. In high school, bro, D lineman, once you get back, you really off balance anyway. So you make one.
It's over with. It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird. So I'm just crazy you say that safeties don't even hit because when you get it to that college level, And that NFL level,
yeah,
that's the hardest hitter on the team for real.
It's also the cornerbacks. They definitely don't want to hit them cornerbacks.
The corners don't ever want to hit all. That's why people design plays to block the safeties and don't block the corner. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So corner gonna make sure he get blocked.
Yeah, he's gonna push you back inside.
He gonna make sure he get blocked.
Yeah.
And I know they hate that they can't cut them off as a lineman that coming out there.
I'm gonna tell you what it is, bro. Once as a running back, once you show them that I'm here about business, like it could be one of the safeties, the DBs, the linebackers, whoever. Once you drop that shoulder,
they're not gonna want to hit you.
And then they're gonna be like, all right. All you gotta do is just catch him one time, and then after that, he gonna make sure you have to play.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
That's all you need. That one little.
That's all you gotta do.
Hey, everybody else like,
I'm good now.
For you. Yeah.
Cause you like, you play offense, bro. You're not doing the hitting, but like at running back, you get that ball, you might as well go ahead.
Lower that shoulder.
Yeah, lower that shoulder on that,
huh? Because if they catch you slipping, they for sure go.
They gonna hit, yeah.
And we talked about earlier. You play running back, but you also can catch out the backfield. Like, what type of running back would you want to be known as? Like
three-way back.
Three-way back.
Yeah, I can catch the ball. I can block.
Yeah,
I love blocking. I'm not gonna lie. Lead block, I love it.
Okay,
but I can block. And I can run. I'm gonna make
that's
plays.
Crazy. Hearing somebody say that they like blocking.
Yeah.
Because that's something that a lot of running backs struggle with when they get to the next level is pass protection, and that's why a lot of running backs be having to come off the field. You can't pass block. We can't keep you on the field because then they gonna know he get in. He probably gonna get the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. No facts. But pass blocking on a blitzing with whoever
picking up a blitzing a free linebacker or a free D lineman.
But it's hard. Like, especially like when a line shifting and then now you gotta rotate back and pick up. Man.
You're gonna get smacked.
And now he hitting you.
You gotta take him down with you. Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
But that comes back into your intuition as a running back because you get put into a predicament where, say, if we faking a handoff, but you still gotta pick up, on a pass block, you kind of gotta know. All right, well, this part of my offense, I kind of know where you kind of know where your lineman might miss a block. So I'm kind of looking that way on the left back side. Maybe he might not be that good. He been kind of getting whooped all game. So let me think about helping him out, or it's a lot that goes into playing running back than just getting the ball and running. And people are like, why he? No, it's a lot.
Yeah.
What do you? And this question for both of y'all. I want to hear from both of y'all. What do you think makes a good back?
Being able to do everything. And
being
able to do everything and knowing the plays, knowing the protections, knowing the whole play, knowing everything, knowing everybody's assignment. That's what's gonna make you good. That's gonna make you great. Knowing how to read defenses as well.
Okay. What about you, Pat?
That's facts. He said it. And also having a short memory.
Yeah.
You hear them say that about DBs and quarterbacks. Really, that's really the only position that they say you gotta have a short memory. No, at running back as well, because running backs, we miss blocks. That's a sack.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? We fumble the football. It possibly turn over.
Everybody mad at you now.
We stir it down. We send you out the backfield. You drop a ball. That's on you.
Yeah.
Right.
We give you the ball on third and short. You don't make it. That's on, like it's a lot that goes into it.
Can you be mad at that though? Like, say you
third
and
short. But at the end of the day, if it's we believe you, coach, give me the ball.
Yeah.
A lot of times I used to be like, coach, I'm gonna get the first down.
Yeah.
Especially if you go in there and say I'm gonna get it, and then you let somebody slip up and tackle you.
Yeah.
One on one.
Now it's like,
I hear you. But somebody break through the line real quick, boom, you can't do nothing about that.
I feel like running back is another quarterback on the field. Because as a quarterback, I got to know my protection.
Right.
Running back, you got to know what your protection is.
Right.
You got to know where they're sliding. You got to know pass routes. Because if you flaring out, or you got a Texas route, or you got anything, you kind of got to know what I know where my receivers got to be. I kind of got to trust them that they gonna run. You got to know damn near the entire offense as a running back.
Yep.
Receivers, what route am I running? Lineman, what's the pass protection?
Right.
So quarterback and running back, we got to know everything else.
Yeah. Tight end too. I'll say the tight end.
Yeah, tight end too.
You don't think they got to block? They got to release. They got to do all this.
But they not running the football.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So people don't really think about it that way. Running backs and quarterbacks kind of I'm just not throwing the football.
Yeah. You got to know pretty much everything.
I need to know everything else.
Okay. Man, all right, man. Y'all putting me on game. I'm trying to get in the mind of a running back because like I say, I didn't play, so I just try to think about Cause y'all just run, like I say, y'all running for y'all life, bro. Yeah. Like at the end of the day, like I'm just trying to get here, and I'm not trying to let none of these motherfuckers touch me. You know, at the end of the day. So you know, to think like that, and I'm gonna do this juke and the setup. You know, like how do you think about that?
Speaking of that, when you juke, dude, you juke people. Do you have people calling you scary?
No.
No,
bro. I lay a hit too.
I used to hear that, bro. You scary? Why you juking? What you run me over? Like,
right.
Be like,
but you played damn near in the transition of the running back.
Yeah.
You know, people wanted to steal. Reggie Bush wasn't just.
He was,
but everybody wasn't running like that.
I'm gonna tell you who I grew up watching. It was Reggie Bush and Willis McGahee. I don't know if you know who Willis McGahee, but Willis McGahee was running those running backs.
Miami.
Well, he could take it 70 yards easy, or he could lower that shoulder and he could catch the ball at the back. He was a super versatile back. But he had size to him, and he
think about all the running backs until Reggie Bush. Think about all the running backs until Reggie Bush. They all built the same. Ricky Williams, all them dudes just real stocky. Reggie came in there at slot receiver, put him at running back. I mean, he always played running back, but his frame.
He built like a receiver.
He was built like a receiver, and they were like, "Oh shit, I didn't know you can have a slash in running back." So, it's kind of dope to just see like, damn, Reggie Bush changed the game, changed the framework of the running back position.
It's crazy because my senior year, I played slot receiver more. Damn near just as much as I played running back because we switched to a spread offense.
Didn't do shit with that offense. Y'all was sad.
Stop.
So
we was ass.
But nah, man. Before we get out of here, man, you know, when it's all said and done, you know, what do you want people to remember about Micah Rhodes, man?
Heisman Trophy winner. And the Super Bowl.
Do you know what you're saying right now, bro?
Yes.
They told you not to. They tell you immediately at training not to do that. Don't tell people what you go do. But I mean, you got a lot of confidence, bro. You work hard, bro. Keep doing your thing. Ain't nothing wrong
what's
with
crazy?
confidence.
Hopefully, in 3 or 4 years from now. 5 years. You a freshman.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope, bro. Yeah. 5 years from now, man, we talking about, hey, our boy going to UT. Hey, he going to UT, bro.
5 years from now, and then you holding up. You even if you sitting down as a Heisman hopeful, right? Yeah. Or Micah Rhodes is being mentioned as a Heisman front runner, right? That'll make me feel so good knowing you and meeting you and your dad and your family, bro. And just we got to get you back, bro.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Sophomore year, we'll get you back. Freshman year, sophomore year, whenever you ready, bro. You know we still.
Oh yeah,
that's yes. It says right here. Where you see yourself in the next 5 years? You know, this is college, man. Where do you see yourself?
Being the number 1 running back in the country.
Absolutely. Amen.
So look, since we speaking on that, right? Recruiting. What is the ultimate goal that you hope to achieve when you go on a visit from a college? So the college coaches out here, y'all, if y'all see this, this is how you can impress Micah Rhodes. Micah Rhodes, you kind of tell them what you would want from a coach and what you want to see on a visit.
Good question.
Talk about my family. They play a big part in where I'm gonna go. So yeah, you talk about my family. I want to know how you treat your backs and how you position them. If you're just I'm gonna make you a good back, or if you're just I'm gonna make you a man. Like you gonna be good on the field, but you also gonna be good off the field. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay. Okay, somebody impacts.
Like Coach Prime.
Yeah.
Hey,
at Colorado, man.
You never know.
Hey, you never know, man. But ain't nothing, you know. I think that's awesome, man. That you want somebody that impacts you, a coach that impacts your life, not just somebody that just wants you to use you on the field.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
mean, I've always had coaches like that. So that's a standard.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. So y'all coaches, y'all hear it first, man. Y'all better be in tune, man, with y'all players. What's one piece?
Question?
Yeah, man. What's one piece? I got 2 questions.
Okay.
What's one piece of advice you got for any young player out there chasing their dream, bro?
Keep God first, most definitely. Remember that your time is coming. You know, everybody's time is different. Yeah. You know, you're gonna see kids getting a lot of offers, and maybe you're not, but you got to remember everybody's time is different.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. My last question. This is one I kind of thought of. Do you have any questions for me personally, bro? I high school football, I was a 4-star. I wasn't a 5-star. Went to LSU, played in SEC, went first round. Like, is there any questions you want to ask me? I feel like I could give you some game.
Yeah. What do you regret?
What do I regret? About my career or?
About your career.
What do I regret, man? It's not too many things I regret, bro. But I could definitely say having the mindset of, watching my opponents, making sure I take everything as real strategic about how I do things, So like, for me, it was like this film study. I know you and Pop say y'all do a lot of film study. Film study was something I learned later in my career when I was like 3-4 years in. This was like my first time watching film, but like watching it to a level where like I'm perfecting myself. I'm watching myself. I'm watching my good plays. I'm watching my bad plays. Mostly my bad plays. Yeah, you can't really get too high. Like we say, you can't get too high emotional on your good plays. So I'm watching my bad plays, watching what I'm doing. Watching how people are attacking me. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I feel like if I was learning earlier on. Because at LSU, we watch film and things like that, but we mostly watch film to learn what our plays versus the team. It wasn't personal. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't personal. So for me, I feel like if I learned how to watch film at a personal level earlier, it probably would have made me a better player. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So I don't really regret that because, like I say, man, you don't know what you don't know. And I didn't have nobody teaching me about film or whatever. So I think that definitely would have helped my career if I would have did that. Yeah, for sure.
Can I also answer that question for you, Mike?
Yeah, most definitely.
I think one of mine is being so weak-minded and giving up when I was going through adversity. I had 40 offers, right? Mm-hmm. And then I get to school, I tear my right ACL freshman year, tear my left ACL. The year after that, I was done mentally. I lost my mom at 16, and that was my rock, right? My sister was there for me after that, but it was like she was like, whatever you do is okay with me. Like, you don't want to play football no more, that's fine. I'm still like you still my brother, But that was one of the things that I feel like I'm not gonna say regret, but I wish I hadn't taken that route. I wish I would have because I was one of them players like I knew like I'm gonna get back or whatever. It happened to me before, whatever. But it was just like going through that mentally. Like once again, ACL surgery was tough. The recovery was even tougher. Going through it again, I was like, "Fuck, bro! I'm scared." Of it happening again and having to go through that entire journey of a 9-month process of having a recovery. And then another thing was not being in the weight room, getting in the weight room soon enough. I didn't start lifting weights till my senior year. Bro, I'm telling you, when you can ask Mike how good I was. Like, and that was not lifting weight. That was pure talent that I was playing off of. Didn't lift no weights, didn't run track, didn't do any of that because I was just like, I'm better than everybody. I feel like I shouldn't have to do this. Track practice, I'm leaving school with girls. Weight room, I'm gone with some girls. So that was one of the I feel like that, as a regret from a football player, that was one of my biggest regrets is not getting in the weight room soon enough and getting on that track because I probably ran a 4.5, low 4.5. Yeah. You run track, you get to the 4.3s. Now instead of 40, you got 80. Yeah. So now you got going from 80 to however many it is. Especially now when you got social media, how crazy it is. Back then we had VHS tapes. So now that's one of my biggest things I tell all the kids that I coach. Get your ass in that weight room. Yeah. Get on that track. In that weight room or get on that track, don't like running track or not. Yeah. You don't have to like running track or not, but it's gonna help you, and I promise you, in the long run. That's funny how ironic we talking about track and I say the long run, but in the long run, it's gonna help you out. It's gonna teach you form. It's gonna teach you how to breathe while you running and get your stamina right. So and then being in that weight room. It helps you become untackleable, damn near. You're strong. You see Saquon, big ass, like he's squatting 500-600 pounds, and you see how hard it is. That man jumped over somebody backwards. Yeah. So being in that, stay in that weight room, bro, and because you got everything else already. So
yeah, absolutely, man. We appreciate you coming on the show, brother. You got any plug yourself?
I do got something for my boy. Yeah. So before we go, this is from one of our sponsors, Tread Cal.
Tread Cal, shout out to Tread Cal.
He looks out for us. And I want my boy Micah to wear these for this season.
He said show it again. Oh, he about to pull it. He about to pull it out.
Trade cat. Here we go. I'm about to pop these out. So with Brock brand, here we go. We got these custom thigh pads that we got. These we gonna gift these out to you, Micah. So
appreciate it, bro.
These are from like I said, shout out to my boy Brian Gadalis at Trade Cal.
Yes, sir.
And Brock brand. So this season, I got every week during the football season, high school football season, we're gonna pick out one whoever the player of the week, and then we'll give them a code. They can go on the website. You can customize your thigh pads. Yep. A lot of people don't know about this. You see them in college players, NFL players, and team stuff like that. So we're working with Brian, to build a company up. He's one of our sponsors of our youth football program, youth football camp, and he's been doing it. That guy has a heart of gold. And he said, anything y'all need from me, he got it. So, and I just want to gift that to you from us, man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Man, we appreciate you. We appreciate you. You good, brother. Man, you want to plug in your socials?
Yeah, shout out to my boy. Plug everything, bro. Your training, your Instagram, all that.
Y'all can follow me at the real Micah Rhodes on Instagram.
I mean, number one running back in 2028 now. Come on now.
Follow me on there, and then if y'all want to get some training in, just DM me. I got you.
Pat, plug us, man. What we got?
Brock Brand Clothing on Instagram. Petty _ Pat. My boy M Brockers 90 on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
And also, guys, don't forget, go follow us on YouTube, the Brockcast. Hit that like, share, subscribe to our videos. We need some help on our. We getting the views on Instagram.
We blowing up. Yeah. Hey, organically, we blowing up,
we
bro.
Getting the views on Instagram.
Hey, we appreciate the love. We appreciate the love and support. You got anything else?
And that's it, man.
One more thing. Shout out, bro, 2 times. My cameraman for sure.
Come on, man. Shout out to the cameraman. Shout out to Julius, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to our boy him, but
we can't see him. It's love right there, bro. But man, for those who've been rocking with us from the beginning, man, y'all know the motto. Don't get ready, stay ready. Peace.